Good evening and welcome to Love Angels Light TV. We welcome back Rebecca from Dragon Heart Healing. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm very good.
That's great. You've been busy.
I actually, when you're so tired, you feel like you're drunk. I
Yes.
was drunk tired about 10, 15 minutes ago, and I was like, I have to get back in I'm not going to make sense tonight. So I've got my hematite and I've been out under the moon and grew my roots into the earth and all that kind of jazz to get myself back, and I feel good now. But like 10 or 15 minutes ago, I was like, whoa, I'm not even making sense. I'm so tired.
I have no idea how that feels.
No mother does. No mother with children knows about that.
Hello, Sky. Yeah, no, I work on a Wednesday night from 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. And so by the time I got to bed was 2:30. And then my son decided to wake up at 2:45 with a nosebleed.
Oh, no. Right.
And then did not go back to sleep for the next hour.
So have you actually got any sleep?
Yes. Yeah, I've basically had 4 lots of 1 hour. So that's totally enough to get through my day, obviously.
You're absolutely laughing with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Hello, Katrina. Hello, Denise. Hello, Irma. All right. Rebecca, can you give us a little bit of a rundown on what you do, who you are, and what makes you beautiful and amazing?
Okay, I'm really weird. Okay, so some of you would have already seen me on here before, but I'll kind of do a overview. So I started by accidentally doing some energy healing courses, and then all this weird, crazy, wacky stuff started happening. And I explored that a little bit more, and I found that I have, I guess, what some people would call like a psychic ability or a big old channel up here. So so I get information come through. Sometimes I get people's, family members come pop in and say hi and have messages and things. I can see blockages in the body. I can see trauma in the body. Maybe sometimes that trauma is from this lifetime. Sometimes it's from past lifetimes. As Eileen knows, that stuff comes through with us sometimes. And yeah, so totally. I think we work at that differently. I feel that lifetime. I smell that lifetime. I feel the clothes you were wearing and all of that. So I think you get the person you do it a different way, don't you?
I do it very differently. I had this discussion the other night with my Shift Your Shit group, because where you get all the feelings, I get all the information direct from the person I'm doing the regression with.
Yes,
because we do it under hypnotherapy.
Yes, yes. There's many different doors to this work, and there's many different ways. And to me, there's no right or wrong. We all have our gifts, however we want to call it. So, I love this work, and I absolutely love supporting other people that are doing it, because it's becoming more accepted now. Like it took me a while to actually come out of the closet with it because I didn't grow up having this ability. I guess on some level I did, but it just started, the more I worked with it, the more I was getting, and I'm like, holy shit, are people going to think I'm crazy because I can literally see a knife in somebody from a past life, or a sword, or a battle armor, or whatever, and that's crazy. But as soon as I say that to the person, they completely resonate with it. So you just can't make this stuff up. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, and also a lot of timeline stuff. So a lot of looking at patterns that may not be yours. It may be like a family member's, like a grandparent or a parent, and it becomes part of your kind of DNA. So we can look at the starting point. It could be like in the Depression, where the times were tough. Something happened and the family was very careful with money, and then that carefulness with money has gone through the family, so everybody's really scared around money, and they always have this feeling we never have enough money, and they don't. So we can go back and we can look at that, and we can look at shifting it. So there's all sorts of cool stuff that you just have to be open to. And those are the people I love to work with the most, because they're open and they're ready to actually want to change those things and clear them out and just move forward. And you could be the pattern breaker for the family, that I'm going to stop this, whatever it is in the family line. We're done with it, you know? So it's pretty cool stuff. I love it.
It is awesome. It is awesome. Yeah. How long does an average session last for you?
Ooh, I find it difficult to stay within 90 minutes because, as you know, because we've had a few sessions, once my team goes in, we're in, and we are like picking apart everything we can. We're looking at stuff that happened when you're 5. We're looking at, great Aunt Joan is here, and she's got the dog with her, and, we're sharing memories and connections. And then I think we're just done, and I'll clear, and then I'll go, hang on, I'm clearing, but what's happened to your foot? Oh, there's an old injury there. And you go, oh, yeah, I got it caught in the chain on my bike when I was 3. Okay, well, let's, so I find once I'm in it, it's really hard to define the end of it, because there's so many things once we start, but I try to stick to 90 minutes because it's a bit crazy. It sounds like a long time, but it's not.
It's not a lot of time. No, not for that sort of work. It's yes. Okay, we've got a couple of questions, which is awesome. All right, first question that came up was totally related to this line of conversation.
I've just realized that I didn't have the comments on, so I now do.
Oh, you now have the comments on. Excellent. Is that a spider on the wall behind you? I don't think so.
Oops, I'm trying to, where's my camera? It's actually dragons.
I was about to say it's dragons, isn't it? I couldn't quite see and I couldn't remember. So
yeah,
there you go, Denise. It's actually dragons. And then I loved this comment. I think it was at the point where you said you're crazy.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Denise.
Yeah. Lots of people asking if anything comes through for them. And we will get to how that's going to work in a minute.
Yes.
And then we have Denise again asking, do different people cross over when you're doing a reading?
Do different people cross over when you're doing a reading? I'm actually not sure what.
And then she's forward that.
Does someone else?
Like, does someone else come in before you finish with someone?
So mostly what I do is the energy work, but for example, I had a session with someone yesterday, and before I even started, like, this is my day. I went to the loo. I'm like, I've got to go to the loo before I do the session. And you go, and I literally had this the person's mum, or I was like, is this the mum or the grandmother? And they were already coming in. And as soon as I got on the session with the person, he said, oh, by the way, my mum passed 2 weeks ago. And I went, your mum's here. And they don't always come in so quickly. But as soon as he confirmed that, I went, you've got your mum here. I suddenly saw a black and white dog. And I said, there's also a black and white dog here. And he went, oh, Spud. So it doesn't always, to answer your question, it's not as human. And this is not my real deal. I'm not the person that you go to if you want to get the dead relatives come through, but they do come through sometimes. But I'm more about, let's clear it. But this mum had an agenda. She literally, I saw her there with a clipboard going, okay, we need to talk about this. He needs to get his confidence back up, all these things. So she was there from the other side saying, I really want him to move forward and be happy in life. So she had gone to a great deal of effort to come through to support him. So I'm not that person like Whoopi Goldberg who's got the thing lined up, unless I'm in that space. Like, go to a mind, body, spirit fair, and I seem to get lots of people come through at those things. I reckon they line up at the door at those things. But traditionally, I'm seeing what's blocked in your body. That's my gig mostly.
That's
yeah. Yeah.
All right. Erin would like to know. How long have you been doing this?
About 2000, maybe the end of 2014, I did my Reiki. Didn't know what it was. Went along anyway and went, this is weird. And then my third eye went crazy and stuff activated. And then I started chasing it and started doing anything I could to learn more. So it's really maybe 6 years tops that, yeah. So not long. But I feel like I'm really stepping into my confidence of it now. And I literally don't care what people think. I used to worry about it. Now I'm just like, the people that are the right people will find me. And that's just how it is. Yeah.
That's exactly how it is.
Yeah. And thank you, Erin.
She's got to follow up. Any suggestions on what we can do to keep our energy chakras clear ourselves?
Definitely. There are lots of things you can do, but if you have got something major going on and major trauma or a house move or a death or something like that, I'm going to say that sometimes it's like you may need to call in extra support, So every chakra has its own, I guess, way of keeping it good. So the heart chakra, we look at, you can look at family photos and good times, and that kind of warms the heart. Does that make sense? So that can just looking at a family photo album can help rebalance the heart chakra. If you are moving home or you're in between houses and you haven't found a new one yet, your whole base chakra can be completely off grid sort of thing. And no matter what you do, you'll struggle to keep it online until you secure a house. So there's things that you could do, but depending on your situation, everyone's different. One thing I do every single day is I do literally pull that energy through and I bring it right through my body and I connect into the earth. I grow roots into the ground and I just pull that energy back up. And I always merge those two energies in the heart, down one arm, back up, down the other arm, back up. And that works for me because I am very alchemisty in my hands. So, I want that energy in my hands. That's where it ends. But getting into a shower, literally clearing yourself, that's going to help. Getting into the beach, getting your bare feet on the earth, getting into nature, those are probably the number one things. Making sure that you're putting fresh stuff in your body, lots of things. So it really depends on what's going on in your life, though. Yeah.
Yes. Did you just sing, Paul?
This is another way. Maybe it was saying you should actually gong right now. You can gong too. We have 2 bowls. That's magnificent, that one.
I know, right?
It's just like really ancient sounding. Do mine. It's cool. It's cool. Hopefully that actually rebalanced everyone's chakras just then.
Sings for days.
Just like happen to have 2 healers with singing bowls at the ready. Good question, Erin.
I've got the tincture as well.
You've got the what?
My little cymbals.
Oh, well, let's be in a band because I This one is a 128C, and it's really hard. Like, you can feel it more than you can hear it. It's got this vibe. I don't know if you can actually hear anything. But it's like very penetrative. But you can actually put it on people's body, like right up to their, body parts, which is really cool. Anyway, showing off all our toys.
So
nice. Thanks, Nikki. Getting told
nice.
that was
I also, of a night time before I go to sleep, I'll do a self Reiki treatment to just clear everything out before I go to sleep. So, yeah.
Definitely. That sounds a good one too. I usually just put a meditation on and fall asleep.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah. What's that? Some people go to bed to sleep.
Yes. Love it. All right. So what we're doing tonight is you wanted to do a group healing.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so I didn't know what I was going to do tonight. I honestly didn't. I just left it up to the team. And then I went, you know what? I actually think it's been one hell of a week for people. I don't know how your tribe has been, but my tribe of people, there's been a bit of chaos. There's been like a little bit of the dark side, a little bit too much of the dark stuff, the stuff we don't like to talk about, the dark side of life, people doing really horrible things to other people. So I really want to balance that out a little bit. And I thought, let's check in. I've also had people with family stuff, and let's just do like some sort of ancestral look at family and look at ancestral patterning. And what I might do is, because I want everybody to really feel a part of it. So what I might do is the similar thing we did last time, where I speak and then everyone else repeats that.
Yeah.
And if you can do it, then I've got my timing right. Is that okay?
Yeah. I think the last couple of times I hide myself off screen and you're all by yourself.
That's right. You abandoned me.
I abandoned you for a little while.
That's all right.
That's a bit sad, Rebecca. I've been a very angry week in my house and I just want it to stop. Crazy week up and down this week. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's been really chaotic for many. And that's why I thought, let's just dip in and let's look, it's not always from the family, but let's just look at that and whatever else comes, and I have this amazing, I'm sorry, I'm going to spotlight it. This amazing Brandonite crystal. Okay. It's hard to probably see on this, but it's it's a beast, and it's all about my camera. It's all about putting us back to our original blueprint, because when we come down, we have this kind of blueprint, and then we get to like, this is us. You can all relate. We're walking along, and then we go, oh, nice shiny thing over here. And we get off our path and we go to the shiny thing. And then we go, that shiny thing sucks. Why did I get off my path? And so we get back on the path, and then we go, oh, look at that nice other shiny thing. And so we come down with a purpose and a passion. And then we've got all this other shit going on. And then we get to like a certain age and go, what the F did I come here for? where do I go? So this, believe it or not, this magical crystal is all about getting us back to our original blueprint, that getting us back on track, looking at our DNA and all sorts of other heavy stuff I'm not going to go into because you'll all get bored. Awesome. But so it's sitting here. Don't be surprised if you feel a little bit different, because this special crystal is going to jump in and do some work too.
I was going to get my crystal out too, but remember the one I bought in Ulladulla after our last session?
Oh, yes, your community, your tribe, your community. That one?
Yeah. Yes, 1 second. It's only little.
But that's okay. I can't see it because I've got the... Oh, yes, I can now. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's not little at all. It's bigger than my hand. It's about as big as my face.
That's how big your community is going to be.
As big as my face?
Yeah.
Hey, Rebecca, awesome. I come down to Ulladulla every now and then to do the psychic fairs there, Rebecca, just so you know.
Yes, so connect up with magical stuff.
Yes. Yes. And you know that whole thing that you just went through is 100% why I set up the Shift Your Shit program.
Yeah, that's it. Like, so many of us need to shift our shit.
That's right. That's exactly right. Kelly, that's not little.
Just do a banner. Shift your shit in the background so people go, yeah, we've got it. We've got to get it. Like, we think we're going to do stuff and then we actually don't. We think, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, but then we don't follow through and do the thing. So
that's right.
Yeah. So
this is one of the things, one of the first things I say in the group, that like the current Shift Your Shit ladies that are going through, is what is your goal for this 30 days?
Yes.
Because it's really easy to go through life with no goals, no plan, and just let the universe have its way with you.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Not what I meant, but that's cool.
I know.
Whereas if you have your plan and you tell the universe what you want, different story. All right, I'm going to hide.
Yeah, I'm going to get into my working space and change personality for a minute. All right. Okay. Whoa. I actually think a guide just dropped in too, so that's really cool. For those of you that haven't gone through this kind of healing.
Sorry, my phone. Apparently the sound was on.
I'm going all serious. I've got this funny thing happening in the background. For those of you who haven't actually done this kind of healing work with me before, basically I'm working on your heart. So this hand is going to be on your back. Okay, I've got you. You're in a safe space, because sometimes we are pulling a lot of crap out of your heart that's been there a really long time. You're not going to have to relive any of it. You're not going to, whatever. Just trust that you're safe. So my hand's on the back of your shoulder blades, and my other hand is at the front of your heart. And I'm just going to be gently manipulating out all the crap. This is all, remember, we're talking ancestral family. Family can also be non-blood relatives. So, just so you know. And some of you may feel it go. I feel it. Trust me, I feel it. But I just imagine it as just wispy smoke, just gently, really easily leaving you. The heart is more powerful than the brain. It holds on to a hell of a lot of emotions and traumas from a lot of different things. So we're only looking at one aspect tonight. But I'm going to say something, and then I'm going to get you guys to repeat it. I'll try and be clear, because some of the wording may be a little bit unusual. But anyway, I'm just going to jump in. So know that you're in a safe space, and just feel free to let it go. If I feel somebody holding on, I'm just going to get you to take a breath. And on the out breath, I'm just going to get you to try and let it go. Okay? All right. So okay. So I just want you to repeat after me. I'm ready to release.
I'm ready to release
anything that my family may have said or done.
Anything that my family may have said or done.
To make me feel criticized.
To make me feel criticized.
To make me feel not worthy.
To make me feel not worthy.
To make me feel betrayed.
To make me feel betrayed.
To make me feel not successful.
To make me feel not successful.
To make me feel a failure.
To make me feel a failure.
To make me feel not part of the family group.
To make me feel not part of the family group.
Okay. Across all timelines.
Across all timelines.
And in between lives.
And in between lives.
Galactic highways.
Galactic highways.
Super portals.
Super portals.
The star and galactic realms.
The star and galactic realms.
The elemental, fairy, and mermaid realms.
The elemental, fairy, and mermaid realms.
And all other intergalactical federation groups.
And all other intergalactic federation groups.
Sorry, it was quite a few and they just bundled it at the end. All those things mean is just that there are people here in the group tonight that have had experiences or connections to these other places, and some of them are off Earth. So don't stress about it. Don't worry. It's just some people connect more there, and you've had existences there. So we're clearing it from the whole lot. We don't muck around. Let's go. You know. Okay. So just want you all to just take a breath, and out breath, let that stuff go. Okay, some of you are just holding it a little bit. So some of you, please take another breath and just, oh, I forgot how much this is crazy when I'm doing this with a group. It doesn't feel like a heart attack, I'm sure, but
yes,
it's a lot. There's still somebody holding on. Just take a breath and just breathe it out. Just feel it breathing out through your chest. So breathe in, breathe out through your heart. That was good. That was good. Whoever was holding it, let it go then. Breathe in, breathe out through the heart. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yes, Nikki Nicole, I'm looking at you for all the crazy Galactic Federation stuff. Like that one doesn't come up for everyone, but yeah. Somebody has had many past lives on other planets and other galaxies. Sorry, just stopped you in there, girl. Oh, wow. There's just so much there. It's going to take a little while. Sorry, guys. So what happens as we're doing this clearing, you may have noticed some of the words coming out may have really resonated with you. So the words that come through are different for every session I do. So the two main words are looking at not being worthy and not being good enough. Those are the traditional ones. But the words that have come out are these, people feeling criticized, people not feeling part of the family, all of those things. And you'll know if that resonates with you. So what I'm going to do right now, we're clearing this out. So from today, I want you to shift that story. Like we've got the story of how our family views us. And then one day it becomes our story. And then sometimes we get up in this crazy old brain of ours and we go, my family really don't like me and they always reject me and they never invite me to things and they always make me feel not good enough. And those could be legitimate feelings. And I'm not trying to say don't take notice of that. But what I'm trying to say is the way that you hold on to them has to shift for you to be able to move on. So rather than playing that same old record, and we just play the same old record, even if we've had no contact for 5 years with the family, we'll still play that record. So you know what? We're sick of it. Take that record off. Learn to have a new record and say, you know what? I actually don't have much contact with my family. Or, if you do have contact with your family, but it's not perfect, or you're working on it or whatever, that's okay too. But just start shifting the old stories you're carrying around. Even if it's 100% true, it's not serving you. Does this make sense?
Yeah,
you're carrying it for no reason. It's not making you happy. It's making you feel shit. So make that decision today and say, you know what? Fuck this. Sorry for swearing, but sometimes you got to. You need to say, look, I'm living my best life, and I'm not going to allow myself to be dragged down by old ways of being and old stories and all that kind of stuff. So just on.
Yep.
So now we've actually cleared all the stuff out, right? It's done. I can feel it's all done. You've all done a fabulous job of clearing that out. So that was a great spring clean. So now we've cleared that out. What the hell do we put back there? So what we're going to put back there is you've all got your own unique story with family. Like some of you might have this amazing family, except for Uncle George, you know. So, you know, there's usually a few things here and there. But what you just need to do is, if you can't have what you need from your family, you can create it with your own family or friends. So just remember, you don't have to do the things you need with your actual family. You can do it with other people. Or the other thing is, if you actually kind of put your foot down and say, no, you can't speak to me like that, I'm sorry, and you disconnect from the person, if they always rack you up. If you disconnect and say, I'm sorry, but I won't be spoken to like that, I'm actually going to leave or get off the phone or whatever, you might be surprised what the reaction on the other side is when you actually say, I've had enough, I'm out. Then they may actually finally get that they're triggering you every time they make a statement about you didn't finish high school, or, oh, look at your sister Kathy, how she's so successful. And that may trigger the shit out of you, because you feel like when they say that they're actually demeaning the fact that you had children at 17 and have been a mum, and you feel like you haven't achieved. Well, holy shit. Raising children is far more amazing than you know, careers. Careers are cool, but you know what? Raising babies is far more incredible and rewarding and crazy. But you know what I'm saying? 100%. Like, it's changing your perspective on things so that you're not feeding the fire to your own demons. Okay. So really, really step back. If you can, step back, take a breath instead of just responding the old ways you would have responded to things. Take a breath and step back at it and look at it with fresh eyes and go, I'm not going to buy into this bullshit anymore. And you can say, hey, yeah, it is really great that Sister Kathy's doing really well, and I'm really proud of her. And look what your little grandson Jimmy just did. He just did this really cool drawing on his father's car. you know. You know, so don't let it get you down, because sometimes people are so in their own moment they don't realize that they're hurting you. So don't be too hard on people as well. Okay. I don't know if we need to do any more on this. I think we're actually good, unless anyone's got any questions about that, or if it brought anything up for anybody, let us know.
Yes.
Oops. Having a mouthful of my yummy electric lights. Homemade electric lights.
Nice.
Right. I'm looking for questions. Who is doing okay? Nikki, Nicole?
It's a good question.
Yes, crazy week.
It has been a crazy week.
Crazy week. But yeah. You get that. Yes.
Tell us your
yes.
Tell us what your thing is on your page.
Oh, okay. Yes. Some of you may already have discovered, and because I was drunk on sleep deprivedness earlier, I've confused people. So there's actually a post, and it says, please, you know, put your emoji to describe your day and go into winning like free session. Okay. And then I've mentioned it on another post to comment on the post below. So I've got people commenting on the post below that I wrote it in. So there's 2 posts now, and I'll honor both of those. So I've confused people. So yeah, yeah, I just decided because it's been a really wobbly week for people. I'm like, well, how can I help out? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to feel in and see who really needs to just clear out the cobwebs.
Awesome.
So I'll try and find one of those really funny spinning wheels and put everybody's name on it. I'll try and be really cool. I hope I can find something.
I can send you a link if you need one.
I should have asked you.
Yes.
And
of course you should have.
She knows stuff. Wait. My camera. My camera points the wrong way. No, you're there for me, but yeah, okay. Camera's back to front.
Are we confused now that we've yes. All right. So guys, if you would like to have a healing session, a free healing session with Rebecca, go to her page, like her page, show her some love, and then throw an emoji on one of those posts there. Now, if you would like a little mini something tonight, send me a PM, because you like to have them on screen, don't you?
Yes, please, because then I can get feedback. Yeah. So hopefully a few people will jump onto that and we can see what the heck comes up, because I never know. It always surprises me what comes up with people.
Yes, exactly. Lisa, let's Dragon Heart Healing is a description of the live feed. So
thanks, Nikki Nicole.
Yes. And my phone is going nuts already.
I was going to say, that would be really helpful to actually say what the page is, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, but I have actually tagged it in the thing.
Oh, it's scrolling along the bottom here. I've only just noticed that because...
Yeah, I have it scrolling along the bottom too.
I didn't notice that until then.
I'm very organized.
You're so organized. You're going to be my official planning person when I get all my shit together and we have our little catch up and get me sorted sometime whenever that happens.
Yes. Yeah, because we've got a few things we have to do for you, and that's okay.
Yes, and it will happen when it's meant to. It's always when it's meant to.
Exactly right. Exactly right. All right, I've sent out a couple of links.
Okie dokie.
I did send one out to someone who didn't ask for it.
Oh, wow. Maybe they need it the most. Did anybody feel anything or do I have any feedback with the heart healing? Did anybody feel it going? Because some people can feel it, which is really cool.
I felt stuff on the out breath, actually.
Awesome. Because I felt a lot of people were like, what are we meant to do here? We're just, and then as soon as we did the breath through the heart, I went, oh, thank goodness the floodgates just opened. Okay. Oh, good. Sit my Nicole. Yes. And somebody was saying, Deb is saying, don't know how to go to the PM on here.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find you, Deb, and I will send you a PM.
We got you covered. Yes, absolutely. And then at the end, I was just tingling. Oh, that's awesome, Kelly.
Yeah.
Strong opening and then incoming of. Oh, cool.
Someone coming in. Okay. I felt a light tug and heat to my heart.
Wow.
I felt like a stab of pain, like heartache, and then it was like gone.
Wow.
So, yes.
Wow.
Victoria is here.
Wow.
So
good for you.
Victoria.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Just good. Just FYI, I do have my son breastfeeding at the moment, so there's no
breastfeeding mums unite
here. But he's just here, so just FYI.
Good.
That's fine.
Well, good. We won't make any
with
longing bowls or anything.
Yeah.
Have you got any particular thing you wanted me to look at, or should I just dive in and see what comes up for you?
Probably just dive in.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, I shall do that. Just give me a second.
Sorry about the shaking. He's pushing me.
That's
Dude.
Have you got 2 children?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why they were like, there's 2. Was there any trauma with either of the births or pregnancies? Like when I say trauma, was there any concerns or with the
Both.
Yeah,
Both
okay.
of them. Both of them.
Okay.
I had to have C-sections, and there was
Okay.
lots of stuff.
Okay. That's where we're at. So what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you, is I'm just going to do a little bit of womb healing, because what actually happens is, whether we're aware of it or not, we connect a lot of emotion into the scar tissue of that C-section, because you're like kind of, I don't know if it was a planned C-section or if it just kind of happened, but you're still, even if it's planned, you're still like, oh, like it's going to be okay. And, there's all this shit going on in your head, right? So it all holds in the scar. So let's just clear that out, and let's look at clearing the energy of the womb out too, because you don't need to carry that around. I truly believe if we carry that stuff around, it becomes sickness later on. A lot of women are having hysterectomies and things like that. And even though I'm not a medical doctor, I strongly believe it's a direct result of trauma to the womb area and things that just haven't been shifted. So are you happy for me to jump in? Okay, cool.
Yep.
You may or may not feel anything, but it will be working. Oh. I actually get this, I don't know what this is about, but actually straight away I got this really strong feeling that it partly, I don't know if you've had a nightmare about it or if it felt like more of a assault than an actual surgery. I don't know. What's that about? Does that make any sense?
So the second one with my little boy who's pushing the camera around and being frustrating.
Yes.
It took them a long time to put the needles, the spinal block in.
Okay.
Like that was really very traumatic. Like I was a mess. They couldn't find the right spot in between my spine, and it just it took about 45 minutes to get to find that spot, which is a long time. And I was actually going into labor at the same time, so I had contractions, and it was
You had to stay still for them.
Sorry?
You had to stay still for them, which is a freaking nightmare if you've got big contractions. Okay, so yeah, literally it's showing me like an assault, not a beautiful experience. So let's just clear because the back will have that as well. So let's just clear the whole lot. Was there any problem with the afterbirth? Or they just took it? You don't remember any of that?
It wasn't a problem. They just and this is a bit gross. This is a bit they left it in. I don't know why, but they didn't take it away. Okay. They left it under. Yeah, it's a bit gross.
No, it's okay.
Not like yeah.
So you mean they didn't take it out of you? They let it come through naturally?
No,
is that what you mean?
They took it out, but yeah.
Left it in the room?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. No, that's cool. That's cool. Did it freak you out a bit having it sitting there? Obviously,
well,
maybe.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. there was just a bag under my baby's crib, and I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah, because that's what I'm picking up on. I was like, "There's the what's the go with that?" Yeah. Okay, no, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure that was all intact and there was no issue with it. It was just that it was a bit gross. You were like, "What the hell is that?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. Beautiful thing, by the way. It sustained your baby. It's all good. But yeah, it would freak you out if you weren't knowing what it was.
Especially not knowing what it was, and they just left it there.
Yeah, that's crazy. They might have thought some people bury it under a tree. So, you know, plant a tree for it. So they might have just wanted to give you that option, maybe. Who knows? Okay, so I've actually got some homework for you, and there's quite a bit. Can I get you to message me outside of this at some point, because it's a little bit private, a little bit personal. I can talk about some here, but I think I'd rather just do a quick video call or something for the homework, because it's just some homework and it's really important. And you know, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's just homework around the scars and stuff, like just to change your vibe around them. Do you have any problem with the any problem with where they were putting the epidural in?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, not really.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to check it and I couldn't find any. It's probably just holding a bit of the trauma of them trying to get the needle in more than anything.
I'm trying not to show my son. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just working on your back.
It's so good.
I must look like a freak, and I just don't care. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this is really special. I literally was just handed a feather by one of your angels to just fluff down that injury site. They're calling it an injury site. So we're actually fluffing that down with angelic energy. So it's really beautiful. That's really special. That doesn't happen. Like, I've never had that happen like this before, ever. So that's really beautiful. And that leads me to believe that you actually had angels around you during this traumatic time. They had you. And I don't know if you really connect with angels, but there you go. They're there.
Yeah. I've been told I have a few.
Yeah, that's
around.
Really cool. Yep, definitely. So it's probably good to just, now that you know, really can try and connect in and just whatever, chat with them or whatever, and just treat them like your little unseen friends. It'll get more normal. Okay. The really good thing about they're just showing me the really good thing about having the baby after trauma is that we have so much love gushing out of us for our little person that it soon kind of dissolves a lot of the stuff. It does remain in the scar tissue and all of that. So it's good to come back and clear it. I cannot. So many women are carrying around all this crappy energy that they don't need to be carrying. So yeah. Okay, well, that is what they deemed most important for you tonight, was to clear all that out. So thank you for coming live with us and letting us play inside your womb and clear it out.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Don't forget to send Rebecca a message.
I won't. I will definitely do that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, she got to send you a message so you can give her homework. I'm a teacher. I like homework.
I give lots of homework.
All right. I know, right?
That's okay.
All right. We'll see.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. And bye, little man.
Kicking you out.
Yes, he's asleep now.
Yeah.
Oops. She's gone. Bye.
Oh, and she's gone.
It's funny.
Sorry.
Like, Like, is it going to check or is it not?
That's okay, Sue.
Can you grab someone in and chat nicely amongst yourselves? I've actually got to clear that energy off that because it's pretty heavy. I'll be back in like 1 minute.
Yeah. Awesome. Hello, Erin. You're muted. I unmute you.
I'm coming.
Can't unmute because you muted yourself. Oh.
Erin has.
I have Erin, but she's muted. She needs to unmute.
And she's also left the building.
She's disappeared.
Let's just work on her while
is that stars? Or is that a train?
I don't know. I can't see any stars.
So I was going to get Sue.
Yeah, I can't see the stars.
No, she's gone. She didn't want to say.
I've got Love Angel Light stamp on my part of the screen where that was.
Oh, awesome. Yes, you probably would. I was going to get Sue to come on because I know I did a reading for Sue's daughter yesterday, and Sue's been having some really big health issues, and they've just had a diagnosis today after like 6 weeks of ongoing stuff. But she so she can't do that.
I will include her. I'm just doing a bit of a group zhuzh up tonight, so I'll just include her in that maybe. Yeah.
Thank you. Very much appreciated. I can let you know later what's going on.
Yeah.
Erin is back.
I'm back.
And she's unmuted.
Yeah, unmuted even.
I'm unmuted. I'm so sorry. My husband's trying to get the kids to bed, so I've had to sneak out in the dark. I look like I'm some witchy poo out here.
It's all good. So, do you have a particular thing, or do you just want me to jump in and see what random?
Jump in randomly. Go for it.
Okay, give me 2 secs. Okay, they're giving me weird stuff for you. I'm just really trying to figure out what it is. I've actually got a car headlights in the dark and a car coming along a road at night. Does this mean anything to you?
No.
Okay, let me go deeper because they're being really cryptic just because I need like a challenge tonight to really hook in what that's about. Okay. Look, let's just go with this. And if anything comes up and you're like, I don't want to talk about this or whatever, I've got you walking in the dark somewhere at night.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to keep going with this, or is this something we do?
No, go.
So, anything walking along in the dark at night, I always go, ooh, like, you know what I mean? It's like prickles up my back of my neck. But, okay. I just think I've got you out having a good night out. You've had a good night out somewhere and you're walking somewhere. I'm not sure where we're going with this. Really bizarre. I don't normally get stuff like this. Okay. What are we doing? I've literally got you wearing like long boots and a coat and I'm walking somewhere. I'm not sure how long ago this is or if this is coming up or what it is all about. I'm just going to check if this is a past or a coming up, because that will at least give us somewhere to start. This has not already happened. This is why you have no knowledge of it. Okay, I'm just going to double check something. Okay. All right, this is doesn't happen too often, but this is, I feel like this is actually a bit of a warning. This is like, I've got you walking somewhere. I don't know if you're planning on, I don't know, but they're just saying be very cautious about walking along. Gee, let me just go in deeper with this, because I don't want to freak you out, but they're just kind of saying just be really careful if you're out having, fun with your mates or whatever it is. Because I've got
Do you think this could be a past life thing? Because I'm very, very cautious, and I've often had very, very vivid dreams of being somewhere and actually a car approaching and being struck by a car.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when I was quite young. I would have this dream over and over.
Yeah. That was the energy I was getting, and that's why I'm like, has this happened, and have you actually had something bad? Like, it's not a good thing. It's in the terrifying, you know what I mean? I don't feel good. I don't feel safe. I don't feel good. Let me just check. Okay, there is some past life connection with this, but also there is almost like a likelihood of this happening again, but not if we have anything to do with it. Okay, so I'm getting this really strong message that we can actually shift this. We can shift the energy of this. I would still obviously be really careful. I'm actually getting where I would be really careful is dark places at night, and if there's any alcohol or something involved where you're not fully coherent, because I've just got you having this great old time and tripping over your own feet or something,
Yeah.
But it's not like a really scary. I don't normally get future stuff like this, but this is just a be really careful. But I'm just going to dip into that energy of that past life stuff. Is this past life or a story you have overheard? Let me just.
Well, the other thing to that is, can I just say, where I'm living now is right near a road that's always stuck with me, that happened probably in the last about 6 years ago. Was a group of kids and a girl got struck by a car on the road.
You're actually feeling into other people's stuff. You've kind of got that ability, and I think you know it on some level that you are actually tapping into other people's stuff. So I feel like this, when you're going back to being a child, I actually feel like that is you tapping into the story, and you've got such a powerful mind that you've grabbed that story, and there's been like a fear attached to it because it's scary. Like, you're a little person, and there's been this. I don't know if you've overheard a conversation, seen a thing on TV, but there's something about night and someone being hit by a car, and it's actually the story's become you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm terrible at that. Yep.
Yeah, it's like you can watch a movie and the person loses their baby and you're cradling your stomach.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you've lost the baby, right? And you're bawling your eyeballs out because you're in the story and in the moment. And this is beautiful thing but it's really hard for people like us that absorb in other people's stuff to work out. Sometimes we've got to go, is this mine? Is this even mine? You're very receptive to the stuff, and I believe it's locked in like a memory, but I believe it's almost like a false memory. It's almost like I've got this memory, but I haven't.
Yeah. I take it in and don't know how to release it.
Yeah. So let's you happy for me to just work on, we're going to clear that out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Harry Potter, what's the wizard? We'll do that. And because what I feel is happening with this is it's almost like we're kind of almost manifesting that into our life because we've got this fear, and it's playing. It's been playing for a long time in your life that there's a car coming at me, and and then it's actually played really close to you as well. So it's like repeat. Oh my God, So you're soaking up the energy of that. So let's clear that. Okay. Can you do something for me?
Mm-hmm.
The little child that lost their life near you, can you do something that feels right for you, like a little side ceremony? It doesn't have to be right at the place, but whether it's flowers, lighting a candle, writing a little letter, something that acknowledges that life that was lost, and you, whatever you choose to do is going to be perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Because that is going to help with the healing energy of that little child as well, because it actually feels like the energy is still kind of sticking around because you're feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling it. So it's like a releasing. Think of it as a releasing ceremony. So you don't have to go to the place. You can sit at your home and do it and kind of project it to the place. But this is going to be powerful for you. And on the side note, I want you to start really feeling in, and when you watch a movie or when something's going on around you, even if someone's telling you a story, I want you to put yourself in a little bubble and say, this is not mine. This is not mine. I'm safe in my little bubble, my little pink bubble, because you're so sensitive to other people's stuff. It hurts your own heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's for me, the biggest thing for you is kind of, I don't want to say protect yourself, but it's just support yourself better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not a fear, but it's protect yourself better so you're not feeling other people's stuff. Okay. Have you got any questions on that?
No. If anything, you've probably just cemented some things that I've been thinking myself. Yeah. I need to protect myself more. I'm too. I take too much in, and I feel it. Yeah.
And they're saying to me, try and use the word, I'm supporting myself better, because and this is from me too, when we use the word protect, it makes it sound out like there's goblins around us. Say, I'm supporting myself better. I'm supporting myself better by just putting a little bubble around me, so I know it's really sad, and I'm supporting my friend who's going through a rough time, but it's hers, it's not mine. She's got to carry it. I can't carry it for her. And we've all got that, but it's learning to not hold it for them.
Yeah.
So there's a whole lot of stuff. I would freaking love for you to be looking at some spiritual development classes and things that can be supportive of you, because you've got a lot of stuff going on that you could develop. So,
I'm in the midst of doing all of that. Yeah. Reconnecting with all of that. Yeah.
Perfect. That's excellent.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
That's okay. No problem.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes. See ya.
Bye.
You're out now.
And then suddenly, see, gone. It's like they're on an ejector seat and they never.
There's multiple buttons I have to press to get them out. It's not them, it's the system.
Yes.
All right, I've got 2 people here waiting. There were other people who asked for the link, who have the link, but we're probably going to do these 2 and then we're going to shift off. Hello, Kelly. How are you?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. So Kelly, same question. What do you want us to jump in, or do you have a particular thing that you want to look at, or what?
Jumping in would be awesome. Thanks so much for the opportunity.
Okay. Awesome. I will jump in and see what wonderful or weird thing comes up. Okay, give me 1 sec.
Great.
Okay. Okay, I do not know if this is just because I can hear children in the background or if I'm tripping, but the one thing I kept getting is, you know, those potato faces that they're a potato but they're a face? Those little potato. Okay. And I don't even know if you cook them. I don't even know if your kids like them or what, but I've got that. I feel like you want to be this really good mum and I'm, you know, doing all the things to be the good mum and happy, like I've got this happy face and I'm going to be a good mum, but I'm going to call it. There is a part of you that feels like I really want to do something else too for me. Like I really miss, I don't know, are you working at the moment or are you at home being a mum?
I work part-time. A bit of both, yeah.
Can I ask, are you happy with your work at the moment, if you don't mind?
Yes and no. There definitely other things that I like to look at, but there's definitely aspects of what I do that I really enjoy.
Yeah. When I'm feeling in, I feel like you have this amazing ability to keep the smile on your face and you're like, oh, you know, that's really great. And I think your friends are like, whenever they're down, they ring you and go, oh, you know, this crap happened. You're like, hey, that's okay. Let's get together and have a cuppa. Let's, you know, I feel like you're the smiley, you know, I just feel like you've got this thing, but in behind that, I feel like, have you been thinking, is there something missing in your life right now? Like, are you looking, do I change career? Do I do something for myself? There's something going on there.
Well, there is some big changes happening soon in my life, and I guess they're so close yet they're so far, so it's quite irritating at the moment.
Yeah, because I really feel like there's something in my life that I'm just like, I need more. I'm trying to put a happy face on all the time. I love that it came in the potato face, by the way. That's pretty cool. It's like I'm trying to keep this happy front on, but in the background, I'm just like,
yeah. And I am really known for that, for being the happy person, and
yeah,
even if I'm not happy.
Yeah. So what I do feel, I actually feel like I have somebody coming in who's a family member or somebody that's supporting you. And I'm actually getting a male. I don't know if it's a grandfatherly figure or who it is, but it's someone that really cares about your well-being to the side. It could be an uncle. I don't know, but it's this male figure. And it's like they're making the emphasis on the smile on the face, and it's not true to your heart sometimes. And the message really is sometimes if your friends say, come on, let's go do this thing, and if you're like, I really, really don't want to do the thing, but you go anyway because you don't want to upset them, they want you to be a little bit more true to you. And please don't see it as letting down your friends. Please see it as claiming back a bit of yourself and a bit of time for you. Because this is the main message I'm getting is I've got this big smiley face and everyone thinks my life's pretty damn good, but actually I'm not 100% satisfied, but only maybe your nearest and dearest would really know what's really going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And I had one of those today, actually. I had an invitation to go this afternoon. I feel like I'm forever being told, just do what you want to do. And I'm like, I think I want to go. And in the end, I just said, no, I really need to just do me this afternoon. And that felt really good inside. But that's not usual for me. So
I think they're celebrating that little win with you, because it's not being a bad friend. Like, I feel like you feel like you're letting people down and stuff. Like, please know that anything you do for yourself is like number one. And it's really hard, especially as mums, to put ourselves first. But
yeah,
the big thing that they're just pointing out to you is you don't always have to have the smile on your face. You can kind of say, hey, I'm actually feeling really a bit low energy today, or a little bit down. Because your friends need to gauge. I don't think they can gauge that with you as strongly as you can gauge it with them. Does that make sense?
It does, but I'm in quite a transitional sort of area in the way that the friendships aren't probably
okay
in that sort of region of understanding, I guess.
So they're really saying, let go of anything that doesn't make you happy. Let go of anything that doesn't make you happy. It's no big deal. It may feel really hard and horrible at the time, but honestly, there's the beautiful space that it allows in your life. It's like it's opening it up for better things. And I think this is the thing. You're trying to smile and keep going, but be true to you and what you need to do. This is the saying that for you right now. Please do this for you. Like, nobody else matters. You and your family, they need to be the priority kind of thing. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so just keep rolling with that. And yeah, you don't have to always smile. You can say, I'm having a shit day. I'm having a really shit day. Yeah, I know it's hard. And it's so beautiful, and your most beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Sometimes, and I'm sure we can both relate, right, Eileen? We kind of, people don't even ever think we have bad days because they see us like all happy and they don't see, I've had a couple of people that have had some really shitty things happen this week, and I've felt really dark about it. But we're on here smiling and having a good time, and it's okay to show up as you feel too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for coming on. See ya.
Bye.
See you later.
5 buttons later. Beck's diving off screen to get her.
We've got.
Hello, Amy, Louise.
Hey, ladies, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, good.
You commented that you got some healing stuff, health issues.
Yeah, like I've been battling a few little health issues and anxiety and stress for the last couple of months. So I'm just hoping you'd be able to give me some insight, whether there's some positive on the end of it all.
Okay, I literally just got told I have to grab this little green heart and come and work with you. So I am going to. Don't tell me what the health issues are. I'm just going to jump in and see where they want us to go. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So it's really tough right now, isn't it? Like, I'm just feeling you struggling. I know this is really difficult, but when you are struggling, you're actually really tensing your whole body up. You know, when you clench your jaw and the back of the neck.
Yep.
Your team is saying if you can try and breathe through it. Like, when there's that pain or a bit of frustration or anxiety, they're actually saying, like, across your back and in your body.
Yep.
You're clenching it. when you notice you're doing that, can you just try and do some really gentle breathing, just breathing in through the nose, and then, and as you breathe out, just kind of relax your body. Another really good one for you is either the wind, if you can. I know this is sounding crazy, but if you can stand out on a windy day or get anywhere near the beach and actually just stand and open, you can't see, but open your arms up and just surrender to the wind and allow the wind to wash through you. That's really clearing.
Yep.
And the beach, the waves is also really clearing. So there are tools that you can use just to give yourself a bit of a reprieve from it. And just honestly, if you can just even go out in the backyard and there's a little bit of a wind and just relax, just really relax your whole body. It just might give you 5 minutes of, I just had a good 5 minutes where I didn't have any worries. And what you can do, it's a little trick, is, when you're in your mind thinking about it.
Yep.
When you do your breath, go, right, on my out breath, I'm dropping out of my head and I'm going to drop into my heart or into my body. So you take the breath in and you go, and then you go out of the head. No, I'm not going back up there. I'm not going to think about stuff. I'm not going to think about is enough milk in the fridge or have I got enough money to pay the bills this week. I'm not going to think of any of that. And as soon as you go back in the brain, go, no, I'm back in the body. Because that feels heavy on you as well. And there are things out of your control that even thinking about them is not going to shift them.
Yep.
So just be kind to yourself by just going, I can't change this. I'm just getting out of my head. I'm just dropping out of my head. I know it might sound a little strange at first, but the more often that you drop out of your headspace and just feel yourself completely in your body and relaxing those muscles, it's actually going to help your body.
Yeah.
Because the more we are worried about a thing or stressed about a thing, it compresses it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll just see what else. This is a lot for your mind. Just your biggest problem on top of everything going on is the things going on up here, worrying and not knowing answers and stuff. So just can't change what you can't change. Send it off in a balloon, put it all in a balloon and send it to the sky, because it's not doing you any favors by thinking about it. Yep. Let it go. You'll know when it's time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. The green, so I can never find my camera on here, but the green color of this crystal is a really healing color. And I love that it's a heart shape. I'm also going to pop you into my group healing tonight. So before I go to sleep tonight, I will do some extra work on you as well. And I can really look in at the various things going on. I feel like there's quite a lot.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, so I can't do it, like, you know what I mean? I can't do justice to you. I'm just at the top of the lungs, the top of the chest here. Sure what that is. Yeah. I think the best thing that they just want for you to do is try to have as peaceful life as you can right now. Try and just keep everything as peaceful as possible. The best thing I feel like is just nature, animals, birds, anything that makes you just feel lighter.
Yep.
They just want to wash the word peace over you. Just try and be at peace with things, because it all gets too much and it feels heavy in the body. And they're saying you don't need to carry all of this. It is what it is. You don't need to carry it all around all the time, because you've still got to live. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because at the moment it's really heavy, and especially around your head, it's like almost like this big heavy metal thing around your head, because it's the unknown. Like it's almost like I don't really know what's happening, and I'm thinking about it and all of that. So yeah, they're just basically try and get out of your head and into your body, and just keep yourself as peaceful as you can. Yeah, I hope that's helpful for you.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it might sound like simple things, but it actually will make a really big difference to what's going on in the body as well.
Yeah.
Did you have any other questions on that?
No, well, Elaine did a reading for me the other day, because I was just, to the point of finding out what the next couple of months had to hold, because I've been holding on to a lot of stuff and dealing with some family orientated stuff and things like that. And I think that's where all this stress has come from, and anxiety and stuff like that. Having sinus infections and stuff like that at the moment, and just taking so much on and not having to be able to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So they really just want you to try and get out of that headspace and just get out of nature, and, like I said, clear it out with the wind. The wind is a powerful clearer. Never underestimate the power of just standing out and allowing the wind to whip through you. It just makes you feel good again. So just trust,
Yeah.
Just trust that. And they're saying they might sound like really simple things. They've given you these tools, but make a hell of a big difference in your life.
Yeah.
And that goes for anybody else listening, that these tools can be used for anyone, just where the worst thing that can ever happen to us is getting caught up in our mind of all the crap, and it affects our whole body. It affects our mood. Yeah. So get out of there and get back in here.
Exactly right.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, ladies.
No problem. I love that. Healing by the wind. I can't hear you. You are muted.
That's because my thing was muted, because I'm clever.
You're so clever. You muted yourself.
All the way through that with Amy, in my head, it was going art, craft, garden, something, because that sort of activity takes you out of your head.
That's a perfect
That's
thing.
all it was for Amy.
You should definitely make sure that she gets that message.
Yes. I muted myself because I was going to cough and sneeze, and I didn't want that to interrupt. But I did click unmute.
Thanks.
And my computer said no.
It said no, you should remain silent.
Yes, that's right. You will not have a voice tonight. It's not like I run the show or anything.
You just show up with your beautiful little fairy crowns and gorgeous backdrop. Like, I'm trying to compete here with my dragons.
I'm getting new backdrops too.
I might need to get one or two.
I'm so excited. Hey, they're being delivered, and they might still take another 2 or 3 weeks to get here.
Ooh, everything's crazy with deliveries at the moment.
Exactly. All right. Thank you so much for your time and energy tonight. That was fabulous.
Okay. I'm just reading the comments. People telling you you're muted and all sorts of things.
Yeah, that's right. They've got my back. These guys have my back.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
My daughter
so
me.
That was amazing. Are you pinging?
Much. My daughter is sending me multiple text messages. Does she not know I'm online live right now?
Oh my gosh. Did she not get the memo?
No, actually.
Why isn't she watching?
Because I didn't tell her. Didn't tell her. The the other one I told, and she just went, well, what are we having for dinner? On my post.
I like it. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. So can we remind everybody on here if they would like to oh, my sister's on. It must be like midnight in New Zealand, or probably, yeah. Hi, my sister. And it was a beautiful group tonight, for sure.
It was lovely.
I was just going to say, and Kylie's here too. Cool. Hi, Kylie. Can I just remind people to go and drop their most favorite emoji on the Dragon Heart Healing page, and I will magically get this really cool thing off. Wait, where are you? No, off Eileen, so that I can do a spinny thing with your name on it and pick one at random.
Perfect. Yes, and Victoria says she'll definitely follow up for her homework. Awesome. Perfect. So tomorrow night, guys, I have Melanie from Sunflowers and me to come and do some readings for us. And then next week I have Terry Fairburn, the above average medium, as well as the guys from Access Phenomenons coming back to talk to us about I can't remember what we're talking about with them, but it's to do with Access bars.
It's going to be magical.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. We did chat briefly, and that is the day before Halloween, so I think we're actually going to be witching it up.
Ooh, so you need to like
I might actually have to buy a costume.
The sexy little witch costume. Oh! I knew it.
I could be so inappropriate right now, but I'm trying really hard to behave myself.
Trying to pretend you're the good mummy that just, doesn't have any really cool personality.
Mummy.
You are the good mummy, but, you've also allowed to be yourself.
Yes, but and along with all the mums here, who are you outside of being a mum, outside of all of your responsibilities? You have to take time for you. It is not selfish to take time out for yourself. Do it.
That's it. And even people that don't have children outside of work,
that's exactly right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly right.
I think you should tell everybody they have to dress up, even if they're not on screen. It's like compulsory.
Yes.
At night.
It can be your dress rehearsal for Halloween, which is very important.
It's so, and I think you could actually make people come on just to show their costumes, and
that's right. We should have like a costume competition.
Yes, and give out virtual candy.
Yes. Can I sit here and have real candy to give virtually to everyone and then eat it myself?
Yes, as long as I have some at my house when I'm watching, yes.
Yes. BYO candy, guys.
And Kylie said, Amy said it's her birthday. It's Amy's birthday and Kylie likes my teapot. I don't know if she's saying it's her birthday on one of the sessions or if it's her birthday today. I don't know.
Next week, I would think.
Next week, yeah. Okay, Amy brings the birthday cake.
I'm going to have to BYO for that too because, gluten-free, dairy-free.
Exactly.
Yes. All right, I'm out of here. You're out of here too. You're out of here. No. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We wouldn't be here without you, so please come back tomorrow night at 8:30. Not to sound desperate or anything, but no, Melanie's amazing. So come back and on Halloween, there you go. And we will see you tomorrow. I'll actually probably be live in the morning if I actually get sleep tonight. So, all right.
Yeah.
Have a good night. We will see you soon.
See you all. Bye.